Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur struggling to get web traffic that converts into paying clients? Stop wasting time and money. Discover how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your niche or industry. Infuse your wow website with the best unmarketing strategies and drive traffic to your website that converts to leads and clients. Listen to the Unmarket Your Business podcast today and watch as your ideal clients find you with ease. Let's head into the studio now with our hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop. Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you're doing great. I am. I feel really good. And I want to let you in on a little secret once we get past this opening. But I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wow strategist and the host of this amazing podcast. And guess what? We are about to hit 200 episodes. I can't even believe it. This is episode number 185. So only 15 more to go till we hit 200. That is amazing. That is really amazing. So the podcast has gone through a lot of iterations. Well, not a lot, but a couple of different iterations since I started it in 2017, stopped it in 2020, and then brought it back in 2024. So we've got a lot to be proud of. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're following me and subscribed. Hopefully you are subscribed, right? And if you're not, you need to go ahead and subscribe on whatever platform you listen to, because I'm on as many of them as I can get on, because I want to get the word out to as many people as possible about you being able to market your business successfully. I actually teach simple marketing strategies that convert into cash, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I've got some great stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about cash. We're going to talk about how one summit that I did, and I've done several and made money on all of them, but one particular summit that I did earned me $25,000. And I'll break it down to you and tell you exactly how it did that, how all that came about. So we ready to get into this thing and let you in on my secrets, right? But before we do that, I have something that I want to invite you to. There is a summit going on for women of the web. Wow. And I had to get in on this summit, right? Because I am the online wow strategist. So Emma, I believe her name is Emma Kate. I know it's two of them. I'm hoping it's not Emma and Kate, but her name is Emma. I know that much. She's one of the WP mavens, and I'm thinking that's WordPress mavens. I'm not sure, because my sister's name is Emma, right? So it's just meant for us to be. So anyway, they're having this wow summit. I want to read you a little bit about it. It's not your everyday kind of event. Nope. It's a digital gathering designed to empower women just like you in the world of web design, just like me, where the boys usually rule the roost. We're here to celebrate the trailblazers, connect newbies with seasoned pros, and hook you up with some seriously valuable resources and role models to help you build your dream website business. Now, let me say this. I know most of you, or a lot of you who I'm talking to, do not have your own website business. But here's the thing. I want you to attend this summit because you're going to get some ideas about how to structure your website to get paid, to get money, to keep clients coming in. Because I'm going to be talking about the 5 ways that your website is killing your business. And that's not just for web designers. That's for anybody who has a website and uses their website to promote their business or uses their website as their hub. So you need to get in on this. Yes, this is focused on web designers, women web designers. We're not that big, and plus Black women web designers, that's an even smaller percentage. But I am blessed to be in the room with all these different web designers. And guess what? I'm the only Black woman. What? I'm not the only woman of color, though. I saw another lady who I think she could be of maybe Indian descent or something like that. But I'll find out when I get on there. Anyway, the summit is this month, June 18th. Through the 20th, 18, 19, and 20. It's only 3 days. And guess what? I was meant to be on this, because guess what June 18th is? It's my 31st wedding anniversary. Me and Alvin have been married for 31 years next week when this comes out. So if for nothing at all, I want you to go see it. Sign up, register, And, just support me in this because 31 years is a long time, right? And we moved to Mexico last year for our 30th anniversary. And what are we doing this year? We're staying in Mexico. We're actually going to be doing some traveling to some other places. We have Colombia in our sites. We have Amsterdam in our sites. We have, where else? I do want to visit Australia. Definitely want to visit New Zealand. And I want to visit where my DNA says I'm from, which is the west coast of Africa. So we're going to be doing some traveling, doing some things, and I'm just excited about what's going on. So take advantage of this summit. It's WP.com, WPMavens.co, sorry, WPMavens.co. Don't just leave out the com and just CO. And I'm pretty sure, because they're web savvy, that if you put the .com in there, it'll probably go to them if they had that domain name already. So go and do that. It's tech time. And the technology that I'm promoting today or letting you know about is called Cognito Forms. It is a plugin for WordPress. I don't know if they do anything else, but for WordPress, it is amazing. I discovered it probably about 5 years ago. It has a free and a paid upgrade, but the free does me just fine because I just needed something for when people come to the site and they just have general questions where they could go and put in their information. And as you know, we all have to have this contact form on our website because we want people to contact us, right? But a lot of times the people who contact us are not the clients that we want. It's the people who try and sell us stuff. So that was a great way for me to push them off to the side and see if I wanted to deal with any of them. So far, I haven't. It amazes me so much how people don't look at who they're reaching out to. I'm a web designer. We're a web design business, and we also do marketing. And I get all this stuff for web design. Like, what do you think? I can't design websites or whatever. You can design so much better than me. Get out of here. So anyway, that's just a little pet peeve of mine. But Cognito Forms it's kind of like what is that? Gravity Forms, Contact Form 7, but better, kind of upgraded, because you can do what they call branching. Like if they answer this question, I want you to show these answers. If they don't answer this question, don't show this at all. I love that part. And that's all on the free thing. And it's very easy to maneuver, manipulate, put your forms in there and stuff. It fits right into your website. The only thing that I don't like is that you have to log into it. Even inside of your website, you got to make sure you're logged in. So if I don't visit it for a while and I'm going there again, I got to log in. And then if I want to see what's happening, I have to log in, not to my website, but to them, which I guess is okay. But for me, it's good. So it's in the WordPress depository, Cognito Forms. So go in there, get it, and save yourself a lot of hassle when you're trying to do your forms for your website and stuff, because it's just easy and I love it. What's holding you back from hitting go on your marketing plan? Fear, being unsure, imposter syndrome, frustration? That stops now. What if I showed you how to reach your target audience and get them to buy? How to make social media marketing easy? How to understand the power of email marketing? And how to conquer your fear of putting yourself out there? What if I provided you with simple tools and techniques, easy to implement training that bring you clarity, and give you the expertise and the know-how to convert marketing into money? Hey there, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wild strategist and 6-time best-selling author. I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you to convert marketing into money. If you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur who's ready to stop allowing fear and frustration to keep you stuck and instead embrace clarity, authority, and expert instruction to convert your marketing strategies into money in the bank, then you need to join the Unmarketing Academy. In the Academy, you'll take a deep dive into the tools, techniques,
and trainings that helped me and my husband to sustain our successful business in spite of the 2008 recession, 2 major health crises, and of course, the pandemic. The Academy is about replacing expensive, frustrating, and overwhelming marketing practices with simple, easy to implement marketing resources that get you in front of your target audience and get you paid. This Academy is for purpose-driven entrepreneurs who crave simple marketing strategies, coaches who need real-life trainings to take the overwhelm out of marketing, small business owners who are ready to conquer their fear of putting themselves out there, service providers who want to use social media and email marketing effectively, action takers who are ready to go live without fear. Marketing your business successfully takes work and marketing. Without marketing, they don't know you exist. If you're ready to convert your marketing into money, you need to join the Unmarketing Academy.
Join the Unmarketing Academy today by going to unmarketyourbusiness.com/join. Okay, let's get into what we're talking about today, and that is the summit that I did with an unconventional summit strategy that generated $25,000 for me. So let me be upfront and transparent. It wasn't $25,000 in one day. It was over the course of a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months that this happened because different people came in at different times. Yes, I made money on that one day. That was great. And I had some people sign up for different things. So altogether it was about 25,000. And I will go through and tell you the exact pieces of it. Oh, I need some coffee. My goodness. I need my logo right there, right? I haven't done that yet. I'm so bad with promos, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm speaking into existence, goodness, awesomeness, abundance, and prosperity. So just imagine my logo is here, right? And I'm not going to be putting it in afterwards. This is a blank white cup. All right. So first of all, what is a summit? A summit is an event pretty much virtually online. Now, there are summits that you can go to, like businesses, countries even have summits where they get together and they put out all these ideas. They have different speakers. So we just took it online and were virtual summits. And a summit has a theme. For instance, I've done 8 summits altogether. I've done the Authority Marketing Summit, Unmarket Your Business Virtual Summit, the Ultimate List Building Summit, Online Business Success Summit. I've even worked with I've done a couple when I was in personal training, the Women's Weight Loss and Wellness Summit. I think I did 2 or 3 years of that. And I've worked with my clients, especially Nadine Mullings of the Nadine Mullings Marketing Agency, helped her do her summit, which she has run, I think, 5 times, I believe. And I've helped other clients do their summits. So I'm a summit girl. I love summits. Why do I love summits? Because they make you money and they're free events. You don't have to charge for them at all. As a matter of fact, when I see a summit that's charging, I just really turn away from it because why charge? You know, that's just an extra thing you can get. You can make so much money on the back end. You don't have to charge. And you're doing a service for the community. If you don't charge, make it free. Usually the standard I say, and you know I'm not standard, to do a summit is to do it for like 5 days straight, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. I haven't seen it longer than that because people get tired of it and they won't come back. And then you have 3 to 5 speakers each day. And then either the whole day is on for 28 to 48 hours and then it disappears, or each speaker is available. Her or his presentation is available for 24 to 48 hours. However you run it over multiple days, plenty of people, and you can do them recorded and put the recorded versions up there. That was one of the best things. You could put the recorded versions up there, which meant you have to do a lot on the front end to get that rolling, right? And then you release them and you have a timing mechanism. Maybe the page just disappears, or with WordPress, you can do a couple of things. And there are several. There's a heysummit.com, which will actually manage your whole summit. I'm not a fan. I've done a summit on there. Now, I've been a part of a summit that was on there. It was just okay. Too much moving parts for me. And I couldn't figure out, even the hosts themselves couldn't figure out how, when I upload the stuff, where does it go? It was crazy. I like stuff as simple as you can get it, especially with something as big as a summit, because a summit is a huge undertaking. It really, really is, but it can bring you huge money. right? So like I said, the traditional old way to do it is have it stretched out over several days, have 3 to 5 speakers per day, and then have them either the whole day disappears or the speakers themselves. And that's the way I did the first, I think, 4 or 5 summits that I did. When I first learned to do a summit, that's how I did it. The stuff just disappeared. And it was audio. Now we've moved to video. And then I think some people are moving back to audio because, everything old is new again. That's how it works. So I learned a new way to do summits, and I'm sold on it. So happy about it, sold on it. I learned this from Amy Walker, who was my coach from I want to say it was 2020 to 2021. I worked with her. Fantastic program. She's a sales expert, and she really does know how to sell. She really, really, really does know how to sell. So I was like, yes, when I learned this new way of doing a summit. And my new way is to do a 1-day summit, because I was on her summit and totally blown away. It was a 1 day, all day. We started at, I think it was 9 or 10, and we went to I think hers went to 6 o'clock, which is way too late for me. 5 o'clock, I have to cut it off because I'm dozing. But you do the interviews one at a time, and it's all live, right? There's nothing recorded. It's all live. And you do the interviews back to back. She had her team in the back, off camera. We couldn't see them. They were bringing up the people to the stage, and we're having a great time. And I think she started out using Zoom. But Zoom has some hiccups sometimes when you're trying to do something like that. So I use StreamYard. I love StreamYard. I'm broadcasting in StreamYard right now. I love how they're doing. It's amazing. So that's my new way of doing it. And that's an easy way of doing your summit. Now, it doesn't take away all of the other moving pieces that are in the summit, finding the speakers, instead of getting the speakers to record their thing and send it to you, or scheduling their interview, which was one of the craziest things. Either one of those two, getting them to do the interviews and send it in, or the presentation or whatever, or getting them to schedule. It was always somebody who didn't have the thing on time, or didn't do it, or had questions or whatever. But with this live thing, it cuts a lot of that out, because they are live and on stage right there. All they got to do is click this link, show up in the StreamYard has I forgot what they call it, the green room or whatever, and you can see them. If I look right down below where I'm broadcasting right now, I can see anybody who's coming in who I've invited, and I can bring them up to the stage when I want to. So I can't do that on that live event. So it's better if you have 1 or 2 people, part of your team or whatever, who's going to be in charge of bringing the people up. Then you don't have to worry about it. It's really cool. So that was amazing. And then because you're doing it on StreamYard, it's recorded. All of it's recorded. And so I like to do mine in blocks. I have morning fire, afternoon delight, No matter what the subject is, I just have it that way so that people can know if I go on in the morning, I'm going to get this. If I go on in the afternoon, if I go on a little later, I have mid-morning stuff. So I have them broken down, and I do 4 to 5 interviews at a time. Then we have a little break, and that's what the segments are. And it's so simple. Really, it's so simple. It's so easy. I am tired at the end, but I'm not only tired, I am just enthused. I'm happy. I'm excited. I keep that energy up. It's wonderful and amazing. So I love it. And the other thing is, I hear these dings all day. Ding, ding, ding. Like I'm getting paid, which I am getting paid, because people are buying the recordings that haven't even been completed yet. But they're buying the access to the recordings because they're like, I don't want to sit here all day. And I tell them all throughout, you don't have to sit here all day. If there's a speaker coming up and you may or may not get back, because remember, it's all live. It's appointment TV. So if you miss it, it's gone, right? Buy the recording and you can see all of them. And it's great. It's a great way to, number one, make money. Number one, you're going to make some money off it. But the money, I guess you can put it on the back end, because the real number one is your authority that it's putting out there, and it's your visibility that you're putting out there, and it's your expertise. Authority, visibility, and expertise. That's what you're getting out of this. That's what people are seeing from you. It's like, wow, you put on this thing. You're in every video. every interview, because you're interviewing people, so they see how you talk, how you act, how you are, how you handle stuff when it doesn't go right. Because all the time it's something doesn't come up right, or somebody's late, or gonna scoot somebody around, and they see how you are under pressure. So it's a great way to introduce yourself to new people, to solidify your awesomeness with your regular folks, and just to be out there and meet some JV partners and all of that. So I'll go into that in just a little bit. So I'm sticking to this format. I just really can't stand that, multiple days, multiple things, have them going off and going. One day is done. In the one day summit, the hard work is really on the back end, because what I do, and I don't know about anybody else, but what I do is I will break up the recordings for each speaker and send a recording to them. And since the recording itself is broken up into 4 sections, it's not too much, because I know what section they were talking in. And so the recording, the technical stuff is kind of not the technical stuff, but the putting everything together, packaging it is afterwards, because the people know they're not getting this thing right away. It will be like a week or so before they get it, but they've already paid for it and they're ready. And then I make the announcement, and then we're all great, and then I'm done. So the prep in the beginning of finding the speakers, doing the theme, making sure the speakers are in line with the theme, in line with what I want, they know about and what I want them to do, is really cool. I love it, and I'm sticking with it, and you should try it out. And if you want more information about it, just go to csicorporation.com, go to my contact page and say, Carol, I want more information about this summit, how you did it, and I want to do it too, because it takes a load off of you to do a one-day summit instead of doing a 5-day thing. Just think of the energy you can save. Yeah, you're going to put out energy before you do the summit. It doesn't matter if it's a 5-day, 3-day, or whatever. But that one-day thing, your energy is all like in that one day, and then it's kind of done. And then you just go on with admin stuff, and you can have your VA or whatever break the videos down and all. You don't even have to do it anymore. You can go rest. You can go off to an island or you can go out to Playa del Carmen and rest. As versus the 5-day summit where you got to be there all week, waiting on this stuff to go through. It's just nothing like it. So I'm sticking with that format, and what I'm teaching is that format. Now I will do, if someone hires me, they're gonna pay me to do the summit, I will do the 5-day recorded and all that stuff, but it's not my jam. I don't like it anymore, so I really don't do it. So let's get into money. You said, Carol, you made some money, right? Yes, I did. Let me tell you, let me break this down. So I have the VIP pass, or the VIP upgrade, or the all access pass. You may have heard it called that. That's when you're upgrading and getting the recording. So I sweetened the deal, put in a program or two, got some other things. And then this next, because I've been on like a summit bundle kick this whole year, learning so many new things. There is no such thing as you can't teach the old dog new tricks, because I'm an old dog, but I love some new tricks. And I've learned some new tricks about summits, how to make the experience better, not only for the speakers, but also for the attendees and for myself. So I'm throwing some more goodies in there. Y'all will see when my next summit comes out. I'm planning one actually for October of this year. So the VIP pass, I only sold the summit for $47. If they got it during that day that it was recorded, it was $47. If they got it after that, then it was $67. So it's very affordable, right? The order bump, I had an order bump on there at that time. The last summit that I did, the order bump was to get into the Unmarketing Academy. And I gave them 3 months for 2 months, pay for 2, get 3. And then I had a one-time offer. Now, y'all may or may not be familiar with this, but a one-time offer is, excuse me, exactly what it says. I'm only offering you this, whatever this is, for this one time, and it's available for this amount of money, and you're not going to see it again. That's basically it. So instead of just so the summit itself was $47. The order bump was, I believe, $47 at the time, because this was when I was bringing out the Unmarketing Academy at first, and the one-time offer was $47. So some people just got the recordings. Some people got the recordings and the order bump. And a lot of people got the recordings, the order bump, and the one-time offer. So altogether on the VIP pass, I made 5,000. So it was dinging all day. Ding, 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 ding. We were playing a song back there. Ding, ding, ding. I couldn't hear it all because they were in the back celebrating. My team was in the back celebrating, which includes my awesome husband and my daughter at the time. Not my daughter at the time, but my daughter was there at the time. I got rid of her right now. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, that was great. And she was impressed, like, wow, mommy. Okay, go ahead and do your thing. And then after the summit was over, people on the summit, two presenters on the summit contacted me, and they wanted me to do coaching with them, right? And I had a program called what's it called? The Take Action Marketing Coaching. So I had two people sign up for that, and then I did 3 websites. So I had the 3 websites for 15,000, and then the coaching itself was right at 5,000, somewhere around in there, because it was 2,400 a piece, for the program. And then I met JV peeps, people who I could do stuff with, other programs. They wanted me appear on their podcast or live stream or do a collaborative something with them. I got referrals. I got a client referral. I had a couple of client referrals out of that. And I grew my list. My list size grew. I can't remember exactly, but I knew I added probably about 200 people, I would say, on there, which for some people is really low. For some people, it's, oh my God, that's high, but it's 200. But I tell you what, this year that I've been doing guesting on summit, speaking, doing bundles and giveaways and stuff, I've grown my list by probably about 2,000 people. What? Get out of here. Was it 2,000? Yeah, it was about 2,000. I grew it this year. Now I did some stuff in the past and grew it, but this year was awesome. And it all has to do with the Audience Growth Club that I've talked about so many times before, that I love. And I'm going to stick with it for a bit because Tish, I can't remember her last name. For some reason, it is gone out of my brain. But if you want to find out more about the Audience Growth Club, just go to CSIcorporation.com/AGC. CSIcorporation.com/AGC, the Audience Growth Club, with Tish, that I can't remember her last name right at this moment because I have these, and my brain goes, I don't know. So I am so excited about my next summit that will be coming up in October, that I'll tell you more about as we get to it, because this is going to be different. This is going to be a little different than the other summits, because it's going to be live one day, same thing. It's actually going to be a web designer showcase, kind of like the WOW Summit I was telling you about, but I want to showcase the niches in web design, because I know some people who do specific websites, like for speakers, or they do websites for people who have certain diseases and want to get the word out about it. I even know a couple of designers who do church websites for churches. So I want to get those different niches in there. And you remember in high school, now if you're my age, or probably 50 to 60, 45 to 60, then you remember those showcases that we used to go to in school, when you were, especially if you were on a committee where you had to get a band, the entertainment, like the one for the dance or the prom or something. You had to go to these band showcase. They showed you all the bands, and then you pick from them. It's going to be something like this. I want to show each of the designers and their specifics, what they do, their niche that they have. And then we're going to be interviewing about that. They'll get to show their portfolio. And you can choose. You can just kind of pick and choose. And it's going to be free, right? Of course, I'm going to sell the recordings to it, but I'm also going to add some recordings in there into the upgrade package of people that are web design adjacent, like copywriters, branding people, graphic designers, all of those people as well. And those will be recordings that will be added to the VIP package. So the VIP package is going to be fat, honey. It's going to be amazing. So I am just starting to wrap my head around how I'm going to do it and what's going on. And God gave me that spiritual download. It's time for you to do a summit again, Carol. You haven't done one since 2022, I believe was the last one. So stay tuned for that. It is going to be amazing. So now you know about the summit, what it is, how it works, how you do it, and all of that good stuff. So I want you to do a summit. Why not? Because a summit is the best way to start your business, to grow your business, and to get yourself out there and be visible. Start, grow, and be visible. A summit will do that for you. You don't have to do a million of them. Like my coach, she was doing like 4 a year. Oh my God. Even with that 1 day thing, that's a lot. To me, that's a lot. So I did two or three back to back. And I'm like, oh, honey, I can't do this. I think that's why I took a 3-year break, right? Because I need to get my energy back and figure out what I wanted to do. So for right now, this is going to be my first one in a few years. And then we'll just go from there and see. Because I'm also working on a bundle, the Ultimate List Building Bundle, which will be coming out in August. And I will let you know about that. So I got a bundle. I've got a web design promotion class, webinar, masterclass I'm going to do. And then I have the summit. So I got the rest of my year planned out. And guess what? I'm going to make money on all of those things. So y'all just stick with me. I will tell you about it. Just stick with me. It's going to be great. Is your website ready for a prime time? When your ideal prospects land on your website, do they see the true professional you are? Or are they greeted by a site that's not quite ready for prime time? For 30 years, we've helped coaches and service providers transform their online presence into powerful client-attracting machines. As a premier website designers in the Atlanta area, we don't just build websites, we create conversion engines that work for you 24/7. Why choose CSI for your WOW website? We're experts in authority marketing. We help you convert web visitors into paying clients with our proven unmarketing strategy. We offer complete protection. We'll work hard to keep your website safe from hackers and accessible to all. And we offer purpose-driven results, custom designed for coaches and service providers who want to make a real impact. If you're ready to make an impact with your website, download our free WOW Website Planner today. Inside this planner, it'll give you all the information you need to create your own WOW website. Whether you use us or someone else, you need a WOW website that converts web visitors into paying clients. So go to csicorporation.com/planner right now and download the free WOW Website Planner. My client success story and spotlight for today is Dr. Alfreda Brown. Now, she is a multiple best-selling author, and with me, because she's in 2 or 3 of my best-selling books. And then she's done books before that, since that. So she's been doing awesome. She's a ministry leader. And we worked together. I met her in, I think, 2019. We worked together on the marketing coaching. And she was doing some other things. She has Alfreda B TV. And that is wonderful because it's all about ministry and putting your ministry into practice, being the leader that you know you are. And so when I did this founding members thing for the Unmarketing Academy, I knew the exact person. I knew she was one of the people that needed to be in there. And she said to me, she's like, Carol, I've known you for a while. I've worked with you. I've saved all your podcasts. All your emails, all the emails that you sent from 2019 to now, I have saved them. I have a special folder for you. And I go back and look at them and I see what you're talking about. And I was like, I was so touched. I was like, really? You save all my emails? I know I do a lot of emailing, once a week. If you think once or twice a week since 2019, that's a lot. And she said she saved all of them. Plus she's I've worked with her, but now we're going into this thing because even if you worked with somebody before, you can always work with them again. You can get different stuff. And if they're evolving, you're evolving, right? So she is evolving now. And she was at the point where I can do all these things. I know all this stuff, but what is it that I do? I was like, girl, get in the Unmarketing Academy and let me show you, because we're going to be doing the group coaching twice a month. Plus, you've got the background of all these training videos that you can just key into at any time. Plus, I have this learning path set up for you. So you just answer a few quick questions, 3 as a matter of fact, and then we're going to put you on your learning path. So it lays out the videos that you need to watch, and you watch them and go through it. And then it has the levels that we're going to take you through. So you can go from being unknown to being awesome, from being unseen to being like, oh, I see you again, from not making any money to, oh my God, let me just find a place to put this extra dough. So when I was telling her all of that, she was like, yes. So it was a no-brainer for her to come in. So Dr. Alfreda Bradford, welcome. And when I talk about her again in 6 months, when everybody is out there, all the people who have gone through the Unmarketing Academy for 6 months, I'm doubling down. I told you, I'll close the membership. It is officially closed. Nobody's going to get in until January of 2026 when I open it up. Woo, I'm ready for the watershed of awesomeness to come down. Hey there, would you like to be a guest on the Unmarket Your Business podcast? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Ready for your spotlight? Be on the lookout. All you need to do is be awesome by either being a client or by letting me know you used, did, or followed the advice you heard right here on a previous episode. Post it on social and be sure to tag me at CSI Corporation and use the hashtag Best Unmarketing Strategy. All right, so this is my challenge for you regarding the summit and making some money. Think about the movement that you could start with a summit, because you're going to, especially you do my one-day thing, you could get up to 30 speakers in your world for one day, and they're bringing all of their audience in there to your world. And then afterwards, when they're promoting it or even promoting it beforehand, people, and it's all about you, baby. The world is all about you, right? It revolves around you. So the movement that you could start, teach people how to really list build, teach people how to eat healthy, teach people how to deal with their conditions that they have. And you have speakers surrounding all of this. So you could start a movement with your summit that leads to other things. It doesn't have to be the end all and be all. Yes, you can do a summit and make money, make lots of money, make money that day, make money the following days, weeks, and months after that. That's how I made that $25,000, right? So just think about what you want to do, create a theme, and then go from there. What is one thing, if you could talk about it, if you could just get people to realize, hey, this is going on in the world, and I want to help people, whether it's business, wellness, whatever, it doesn't matter. Create a summit around that and go do it. If you need help with it, I am available to help you work this thing out, right? So I want you to contact me, csicorporation.com, go to the contact page and let me know what you're up to, and we can talk. So I want to recap what we've talked about today in the summit. A summit brings you authority and money and visibility as well. So you need to be doing it. What you could do 1 a year, you could do 2 a year. It could be your big, huge event every year, right? Number 2, yes, a summit is big. It has a lot of moving parts, but you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Now, you could do all this stuff by yourself. I did. But I did, let me back up. I did have somebody who walked me through the whole summit, another coach who taught me how to do it, did the summit with me. So I got it down pat. Now, yes, you can do it yourself. You can go along, you can, piece it together, but why do all that stuff? Have someone, it's enough for you to have a business and want to get a movement started. So if it ain't your lane about doing a summit, don't try to do it, but you can do it. You can either do it with help. You can do it yourself. It's going to take you longer, but you can do it. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot. And number 3, take advantage of all the ways you can earn with a summit, because you can have VIP, not only the VIP pass, but you can have VIP slots. You could have sponsors that come in. You can sell advertising, right? So there's a lot of ways for you to make money just, around selling them so that you don't have to just sell the recordings. But even if you just sold the recordings, because on that, some of that I did where I made $25K, I just sold the recordings. I had the speakers had to submit a free gift. So I wasn't making no money off that. And if you bought the VIP pass, you got one program. It was something else that I gave with that. I can't remember, but I still make money. But now that I've got all these other ways to do it, VIPs, sponsorships, advertising, I'm going to pick and choose and do what I need to do. And I'm still going to make money. And you can do it too. Would you like to get free coaching from me? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. It's time to get this book, and that is a 90-day gratitude journal for your business. Oh, yes, I've showcased this book before, but I just can't say enough about gratitude, because being grateful and having gratitude is reciprocal. Because if you're grateful for what you have, God is going to bless you with more. And you'll find that more things are just coming at you in a good way because you're grateful and you're showcasing gratitude. So when I did that book, I was like, let's be grateful for our business, because there's a lot of people out there who really can't be grateful for their business because they don't have one. They haven't started a business. They're still entrepreneurs, and nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. I'm just not that E. There's an entrepreneur and there's an employee. I ain't that E. I'm an entrepreneur, and you have to be grateful for being this entrepreneur. And that's what I do with the 90-day gratitude journal for your business. I've got 9 other entrepreneurs in there who are also talking about how they're grateful for their business and why. And it's really inspiring, and it's a journal. So it's a way for you to every day express your gratitude and have that gratitude come back to you over again. So you can do what it is that God has put you out here to do. So get that book right now. You can go to csicorporation.com. It's on there. And you can also go to Amazon. It's on there. You can get the ebook and you can get the paperback. Either one will help you. So that is the information I wanted to provide you today about summits, how you can make money with them, and why you need to be doing them. Be sure to join me next week for my new episode, Strategies or Mindset, which works best. Now, I coach about strategies and how to do them, the tactics that are associated with them. However, you can't sleep on mindset. It drives everything. So which one works better? If you're learning more about mindset and getting that straight, or if you're learning more about the strategies, we're going to dive into that in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It just makes me feel good that I can get this information out into the world and people are being receptive to it and taking action on it, because that's the thing, being receptive and taking action. So thank you so much. If this episode has been valuable to you, please subscribe. And I would love for you to submit a review on the platform that you're watching it on, or if you're on the show notes page, just scroll down to the bottom. You can see how easy it is for you to do a review and to subscribe. So thank you very much. And I will see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. Heard something you want to take action on? Great. Check out the show notes on unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Please do me a favor and leave a review or on whatever platform you use to access this podcast. It really helps us to spread the word and get this podcast in front of the entrepreneurs that need it. See you next episode.